Welcome to Ohemaa Speaks. I hope everyone is doing exceptionally well. Like literally, today gonna have a story time. I don't remember the last time I had a story time. That was the last time I gave a story time, was how I gave my life to Christ. So this is kind of like a part two. Not the same thing, but just I want you to talk about being born again and things to avoid. What's the next step? So after I gave my life to Christ, it was obviously the month of January, so we had like a 21-day fast, which I'm currently doing right now. 21 days fast happens in our church calendar in January for 21 days. It doesn't start straight after when the new year starts. It's like the week after, and it's praying and fasting. So I quickly got myself into that after I gave my life to Christ, and I went to church. And every evening, so it was fasting from 6 till 6. Okay, I did 6 till 3 because that was what was in my heart. So I did 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. and where I was working, that's what I did. And I prayed, and I came to church in the evenings after 6. So that was kind of convenient at the time, you know, straight after work. I'd go home first, and then I'd go to church in the evening, and we'd pray, and then we'd finish quite late, and then I'd go home and so forth. And we did this for 21 days, Monday to the whole Sunday and so forth. And then after, we would crown it with a anointing service. So I got myself into the praying, and I got myself into the fasting. Fasting wasn't new to me because in my secondary school we did like 24-hour fast for Catholic, but I suppose that was just a 24-hour fast. This was doing for 21 days, and it was with prayer, whereas before it was more charity based. When I got into it at first, obviously when you fast first two days, it's a bit hard, you know, but you know, by faith I sustained myself, and I carried on, and I continued praying. I was praying for myself, you know, as I told you, I wanted to find myself again, and that is what I was literally praying for. And so when we was praying and stuff, and we'd go to church and pastor was making declarations, I was just tapping in. When it came to marriage, when it came to finances, when it came to children, I was just tapping. That's what you have to do. And sometimes you may come from like a rough part, and you might think to myself, me, am I gonna tap in? Or when pastor calls you up and he prophesies over your life. I remember I got prophesied over my life quite a lot in that January. And at first I was just thinking to myself, hey, do people know where I'm coming from? But I was just tapping in. I was just like, you know what, God, I'm here. I've given myself wholly, so I'm tapping in. And that's what I did. So the things I avoided, I'm going to talk about the things that I avoided, and maybe this might help somebody. So let me start with the music. Well, at the time, I want to take it seriously. So I didn't really listen to Afro beats. I didn't listen to R&B. To be honest and to be frank, I used to listen to Bashment ages ago. I only stopped listening to Bashment, like, it kind of deteriorated, like, I don't know, after my 26th birthday. It wasn't something I listened to anymore, because I used to listen to heavy Bashment. I used to go to the raves. I used to be up in the video light. Yeah, I was that raver. Original raver, that's what they used to call me. But I just stopped listening to Bashment. After a while, I thought that the lyrics were a bit vulgar, and I was just like, is this music even taking me anywhere? So why am I still listening to it? So I didn't listen to Bashment no more. And I decided for that 21 days, do you know what? I'm not going to listen to R&B. I'm not going to listen to Afrobeats. I'm not going to listen to hip-hop. I'm not even going to listen to Daddy Lumba. Now, if you know me, I love Daddy Lumba. He is my musician. Like, if you put Daddy Lumba on any and anywhere, I will just dance and sing the song for you one time, but that's another video. We will get into that later on. So yeah, I didn't even listen to that anymore, just because I really wanted to give myself into the 21 days fasting. But after the fasting, obviously I did listen to that music, but I was in a space where that was 21 days I was sacrificing. That's how I want to say it. But one song I did avoid for the whole time I was born again, even while I was with my beloved, which is obviously my husband now, there was this song. And it's not until like last week my sister actually got to know the truth why I did not play this song when I gave my life to Christ. So there was this song called Adult Music. It's by Kwabna and Samini. It's an Afrobeat song. And this song was my song. Like, I knew how to dance to the song, let me just say like that. And, you know, the song has a lot of memories attached to it. It's a song where it's mostly about a woman and a man and they're just getting intimate. That is what the song is basically about. So when I gave my life to Christ, this song, I did not want to hear it. Like, literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, that song would make me weak and I did not want to hear it. To the point that my sister was just looking at me like I was not there. She was just like, Abigail, why don't you want to listen to that song? Like, it's just a song. You can listen to other songs, but why can't you listen to that song? I was just like, no, I can't listen to that song. I didn't give no explanation. All I said was like, I can't listen to this song. So, last week, a couple of weeks ago, when we did drop my cousin to the airport, and I just explained to my sister, we were having a conversation, and I said to her, the reason why I couldn't listen to adult music is because it put me in a space where, when I was in the world, and I really felt that that song would make me backtrack into the world. So I had to let go of that song. I just had to let go. So when she played it, I just walk out the room. Or when it came in my YouTube playlist, I just turned the music to another song. So after a while, when I got deeper into my journey, then, you know, I even forgot about the song. It's not until like maybe, you know, after my traditional, near my wedding, then I even remembered the song, and then I was just like, oh. And when it played, it didn't actually do nothing to me. I didn't even think about it and so forth. So even now, sometimes if I come across it, I don't actually run away from it anymore. I just let it play, but it has no meaning to me anymore. Like, the whole meaningfulness that I had of it before at the beginning, it don't mean nothing to me. Now it's just a song. And most of the songs are just a song. So the one thing I would say is that if you are somebody who's weak over a certain song, or a certain song gives you memories, or you know that this song's gonna make you backtrack, the best thing I could say is avoid it. Just avoid it. You know, it's gonna mess up your journey because you know that song makes you weak. To me, that was the only song that made me weak. I can listen to Daddy Lumba, I can listen to Kojo Enchi, I can listen to a lot of other Afrobeat, hip life artists, and that song, you know, their music didn't actually make me feel a certain way. But it came to a point that when I'm actually analysing myself when I gave my life to Christ at first, I wasn't actually listening to them songs. I just was listening to gospel more. I always listen to gospel. I've been listening to gospel since I was a little girl. That never changed, but it was intensifying, can I just say. And then obviously later on, you know, when I was on my journey more, then obviously I always got into my Daddy Long, but that never stopped playing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That didn't stop playing because it doesn't take me anywhere. That's my artist and I like it. Second thing I would avoid, maybe moving with certain friends. Sometimes you may think, oh yeah, I've known my friend for 10 years, she's my girl, he's my boy, but if they don't understand the journey that you're on, sometimes you have to say later, because they will question you. Why do you have to go to church? Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to do this? Are you my mother? Do you born me? So those type of questions, it's kind of like, why do I have to answer you? If you're my friend, you walk with me, yeah, and we're supposed to be co-Ds, why do I have to explain to you my journey with Christ? You should see within me that this is something that I want to do. This is something that my faith is telling me to do. This is something that I'm pursuing, and as my friend, you should respect that and, you know, accept it. But there's some people that won't accept it. So if you have those friends, or you have those people that are always questioning you, sometimes it can even be your own mom and dad. Sometimes it's just, with your mom and dad, that's a different issue. With that, just be a bit silent, be respectful, and just pray for them in the background. That's what I did. All my friends that didn't understand my journey, I pray for them. I still pray for them still. And some of them are still there, and some of them have gone a bit wayward, but I still pray for them anyway. The other thing I would also avoid is maybe if you are somebody who snoops on WhatsApp, snoops on Instagram, snoops on Snapchat. At the time, yeah, Snapchat was there, yes. And if you snoop on maybe Facebook and you have certain weaknesses, I don't know, looking over people's profiles and, you know, looking over, you know, pictures and, you know, tempted to message someone you're not supposed to message, or you keep continuously getting those phone calls, maybe from your ex, getting those phone calls from the boy around the corner that keeps trying to talk to you and you don't want to talk to him. And sometimes those people you talk to when you are bored, yes girls, those guys that you talk to when you are bored, listen, I don't need to explain it. You know, it's sometimes some things that girls go through. Please change your number. Just change your number. Change the number. Because if you block them, yeah, you can block them, but you know, some people are crafty these days. They will get your number again. So if it's that deep, change your number and just move on with a new number and let the important people know that you've got a new number. It's as simple as that. It helps with the process as well. So the things I would say that should push you towards going on your journey, I would say get yourself, when you're in church, get yourself into a ministry. It's so important. Get yourself into a ministry. It's that important. Serve in the house of God. Like, why do you just want to be an ordinary churchgoer? What are you going to get from that? Just going to church and then bouncing. I don't understand what you get from that. If you want your journey to be a fruitful journey, serve in the house of the Lord. Serve. Trust me, it is a blessing to serve in the house of the Lord. An absolutely major blessing. Like, it will bring you so much blessings, like I can't even describe. Get yourself into a ministry. Even if it's just getting into a ministry, for example, just being a sanctuary keeper. That means just cleaning. Even that is still serving the Lord. Also, get yourself into some Christian books. I don't know what churches you go to, but I have a great bishop who writes extraordinary books. And I'm telling you, I'll put some down below in the description box, and those books will help you. So guys, those were just the little things I was trying to say to avoid or to keep yourself on your journey when you first start. But we'll talk more about it, but it was just a little eye-opener and a little part 2 from the first one. So I put those books down below in the description box. But yes, it was a pleasure talking to all of you. Any questions, please let me know. My email address is down below, bookoffaith@hotmail.com. Also, please check out Ohemaa Speaks blog on wordpress.com. Everything is in the description below. But please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment, like, and share this video and let me know what you think. And I just want to say, have a blessed week. Have a blessed weekend, and we shall see each other soon. So guys, thank you for watching and have a blessed week. Bye.